Ah, yes, it's a beautiful day here in Chicago. This is your show, brother, again. Soul Brother, like in Soul Train. I'm Soul Brother. But for real, it's beautiful out here. This is a nice setting out here at the park, the West Pullman Park, on 123rd, I believe, in Stewart or Wallace. It's real beautiful, like a little preserve, a little forest preserve, miniature forest preserve here at the park. But I come here often. But like I said the other day, I'm gonna give out my little college selection picks and make my brief selections and who I believe gonna be in the Final Four and the championship. Out of the Big Ten, I see Ohio State winning the East. This is a tough pick. I'm gonna pick Northwestern for the West. Ohio State Northwestern in the Big Ten championship game, with Ohio State winning. The SEC, that's a real tough one too. But I'm going to go with Florida. Is going to play against, man, I'm going to go with Alabama. I'm picking Florida to actually win. Yes, Florida to win the SEC. I think they have the defense, but the offense, the question mark. Now they got Malik Zaire. Hopefully they will explode in the offense. I know there's been controversy where the fact is he hadn't really separated himself, but that may be just coach talk. So I'm going to go with Florida to defeat Alabama in the SEC championship. Yes, that's my upset there. From there, I'm going to go in the Pac-12. I'm going to pick a Washington and USC, with Washington winning. And then for the ACC, I'm going to go with Vatech against Florida State, with Vatech winning. And so I got a Virginia Tech winning that, the ACC. So say Virginia Tech or the Big 12. I forget about the Big 12. A very forgettable conference. A conference who I think would not be around in the next few years, but I believe Oklahoma State is going to win that conference. But I see Virginia Tech, Florida, Ohio State, and Washington in the Final Four, with Ohio State beating Washington in the championship game. That's just my picks. I think Ohio State defense is going to be tough. They have they have recruited well. Urban Meyer has recruited very well, particularly in the southeast region where he once close to Florida, and then he can get his great players out of Ohio. I think Ohio State is obviously the class of the Big Ten, but Penn State is closing the gap a little bit. I think Michigan, even though they recruited well, they still a few steps behind. Ohio State and Penn State, you can even flip-flop whoever win that. But I'm going to go to Ohio State to win it all, the Big Ten to win another championship, and those my general college football predictions. I'm going to talk about more in detail, though, in some coming videos about the European Football League, as well as American football played in Brazil. You can pick some of them games up on YouTube. The games are very good, very exciting, and like I said before, I think the passing game can improve in Brazil, but they've gotten better than they once were before. But it's still some long improvement they can do. The game has gotten to the way that the speed of the game moves, so that's a good thing. It'll just tell you that the athletes are getting better. They're learning more about the game. They're more familiar about the game, and they're more passionate about the game. Their fans are very passionate. That's a good thing. So if you ever have the chance, try to check out one of their games. Over one of the European games. It's very good. Stuff is dropping off the trees. Must be squirrels be running around all over the place. Squirrels are all over running around the place. But other than that, this is a beautiful setting here at the West Pullman Park. Beautiful, beautiful setting. Let me go over this obelisk before I cut off. This is really beautiful, though. Really beautiful. And not everything in the south side is bad. Look at them beautiful homes over there in the West Pullman area. You know, beautiful homes. But yet, every time you mention the black neighborhood, everything's supposed to be downtrodden and no good. Beautiful homes over there. Let's see if I can get in there a little bit long. And you can see the block a little bit. You know, I'm using my phone. I'm not using my digital camera, which I have, but I'm just using my phone to show this a little bit. But I'm at this pretty park, beautiful park. That's one thing Chicago has, a very pretty park for the most part. Here's an obelisk. I don't know if I've shown this before in one of my older videos, other videos. Here we go. In Korean, World War II, one, obviously, Vietnam. And look at that. Look at that. Yeah, take a little distance from it. Well, I see. The playground set. See the beautiful homes over there? South side. Not all of us doing bad on the south side. Not all the south side is bad. Look at that. That's pretty. That block is pretty. Some homes are pretty. See, the Cosby Show is for real in many black neighborhoods. I grew up that way. This is so pretty. This is a beautiful section of West Pullman. You know, I want people to see this. I want people to, when you come to the south side of Chicago, get a real view of the south side of Chicago. Not all of it's bad. Not all the south suburbs are bad. There's plenty of nice areas there where the black folks live at. We're not all gangbanging. We're not all drug dealing. There's many of us work. They have lawyers, doctors, engineers. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the pretty lawns. We have that in our community. Okay, not all of us live in good times. And not to knock that, but black is beautiful. Peace.